Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles, and today we are still using our Bewear team. We have the team of Golduck, Pelipper, Garchomp, Vikavolt, Bewear, and Trevenant. We are going against a 700 rated player from Japan with the team of Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Arcanine, Garchomp, Celesteela, and Gigalith. So, very interesting team. I feel like I do extremely well with my Trick Room mode. How do I want to handle this? Okay, so Trevenant, Bewear, Vikavolt looks pretty good. So I do feel like I do want to lead Trevenant, but the question is, what do I want to lead Trevenant with? Do I want to lead it with Bewear? That's a very possible option. I could lead Pelipper, because I don't know if my opponent would bring Arcanine in this situation. That's a question. Do you bring Arcanine in this situation? I think you do. I just like leading Bewear because it's pretty strong. I could lead Vikavolt. That's also a decent option. You know what? I'll lead Vikavolt. Pelipper, get rid of the sand in the back. You definitely bring Gigalith, and I'll have Bewear in the back. Don't want to bring Garchomp, even though Garchomp does pretty well against my opponent's team. I feel like Vikavolt is necessary for the Celesteela. Pelipper for the Arcanine. Neutering that Arcanine would be nice when I'm bringing 3 Pokemon weak to fire type attacks, since Bewear's ability, Fluffy, makes it weak to fire type attacks. But also, if you have not catched my Twitch streams, because I've been streaming on Twitch lately, I'm also streaming, I think I already streamed today by the time this video goes up. But I've been streaming a lot lately, and I hope you people, if you want to watch me live, follow that Twitch link that's in the description down below, twitch.tv/JamesSpeed1. We are going to lead Vikavolt and Trevenant against Tapu Koko Garchomp. So, alright, very interesting. So, I could get a Trick Room up potentially. However, I am worried about a Gigalith switching. Vikavolt is a Pokemon that can carry Hidden Power Ice, so I don't know if my opponent wants to be wary of that. I don't need Trick Room up this turn immediately. And Garchomp can't really threaten my Trevenant. So what I'm actually going to do is Hidden Power Ground to Tapu Koko and Will-O-Wisp to Garchomp. Getting the Will-O-Wisp on Garchomp would be great, and also Gigalith wants to switch in. I get the Will-O-Wisp off into the Garchomp slot, because I would assume Garchomp wants to switch out to Gigalith here. Unless Tapu Koko carries Taunt, that's another play my opponent can make. It is going to be the Taunt. That's a bit unfortunate. But hopefully this Garchomp doesn't have a Rock type move. It's just going to be Fire Fang. Ooh, Vikavolt avoids the attack. That's great. Get the Hidden Power Ground off. Does a fantastic amount of damage. 75%. We cannot use Will-O-Wisp after the Taunt. And the reason I wanted to target Tapu Koko was, one, Tapu Koko is a pretty big offensive threat just in any team in general. It also threatens my Pelipper and my Bewear in the back. But the fact that Tapu Koko can carry Taunt, and then my opponent did carry Taunt, so luckily I did target that slot. I kind of just want to Horn Leech to Tapu Koko and go for a Bug Buzz into Garchomp. I think that's a very viable play. Garchomp can't knock me out immediately, but I should probably preserve the Vikavolt, as we are going to see the Tapu Koko withdraw. Are we going to see... oh, Arcanine. Okay, interesting. So I would have preferred getting the HP ground off, but this is fine as well. Intimidate's going to occur. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. Just going to go for the Fire Fang. Alright. Into Trevenant, which is okay by me. As we get the Bug Buzz off, this is going to do a decent amount to the Garchomp. Almost, wow, that does half. That's actually really impressive. Gonna get the Horn Leech off into Arcanine. I knew that my opponent would most likely protect or switch out to Tapu Koko because he wants the Taunt option against the Trevenant if he can't take the Trevenant down. Now that's the question, what do I want to do now? You target Vikavolt with the Fire type attack, I think, but who do you target with the Trevenant? I can't exactly protect Trevenant, so that's kind of an issue. I don't want Trevenant to take too much damage, however, and it is intimidated, but I want my Vikavolt to survive. Although you would most likely have... who would you have in the back, Gigalith or the other thing? Let's actually go into Pelipper for Trevenant, because I do want to reset that Intimidate. And I'll go for the Bug Buzz into Garchomp, because I want to try to pick up a knockout on Garchomp. If it stays in or switches out, that's fine by me. But I want the Rain up, potentially, and to weaken these Fire-type attacks to preserve my Vikavolt. So I'm going to go out into my Pelipper here, which is going to get the rain up. And having the rain is nice against that Arcanine. We could see a double into Gigalith trying to prevent this rain from getting set up. But nope, the Fire Fang is going to come out and target Vikavolt, which isn't going to do much damage in the rain, fortunately. And we're going to see the Flare Blitz come out from my opponent, maybe doubling up into Vikavolt. Yes, it will be. So that's fine because we're able to heal with our Guape. Ah, burn. That's not fun. If Vikavolt at least gets the attack off, I'll accept the burn. But please get the attack off. Okay, nice. Because Fire Fang does have a chance to flinch. So we get the Bug Buzz and that should knock out the Garchomp, which it does. Excellent. Really wanted that Garchomp out of the way. Because now that's one huge answer to my team gone. The problem is if Celesteela is in the back, Tapu Koko is going to come back out. If I get rid of the Tapu Koko, I can set up Trick Room and potentially just win the game outright. Kind of just want to double attack. I kind of just want to go for the Scald. This is physical Arcanine, so it can carry a Wild Charge. If I get rid of Arcanine, that's very good for my team in general. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt into the Arcanine slot. A Scald into the Arcanine slot, and I think I'll go for the HP Ground into Tapu Koko. Because I want to try to get rid of that Tapu Koko. It's just going to go for the Thunderbolt, which is fine. It will target down my Pelipper. So I guess the worst case scenario is a Snarl, but Snarl won't save the Tapu Koko. It's going to be that Snarl, which is fine by me because, okay, he gets the Snarl up. That's good for him. But depends on what my opponent has in the back, number one. So we are able to get the HP Ground off, and this will connect with the Tapu Koko, and that will pick up the knockout at this range. Yes. So Tapu Koko does go down, according to plan. Unfortunately, Vikavolt does take a... It is being worn down because of the burn. That burn was very unfortunate for me. I can now go out into my Trevenant because my Trevenant is in a pretty good spot under the rain because we're able to take those fire type attacks pretty well. It will be Celesteela in the back. So now I have some options. We will live a Flare Blitz in the rain 100%. So I will go for the Trick Room right here. I do expect Arcanine to maybe want to target down the Vikavolt, but I do not want that to happen. I want Vikavolt alive, so I will just go back into my Bewear, because Bewear is actually the Pokemon that's not going to be doing as much in this game. And my priority will be taking down the Arcanine so Vikavolt can potentially knock out the Celesteela. Burning the Celesteela would be nice as well, because that prevents like a sub. Like sub to be more effective. So let's get Bewear in here. Bewear. Flare Blitz is going to come out. I'm hoping this targets down Trevenant. That's the best case scenario. It will target down to Bewear. In the rain, wow, the contact move really helps. Heavy Slam is going to come back out, and it will target down probably the Vikavolt slot. It's actually going to be Trevenant, which is fine, because that's going to activate our Iapapa Berry. And let's see if we can harvest another one, because that would be great. We're going to get the Trick Room up. And do we get the Iapapa? Electric Terrain disappears on the battlefield. It's not like any Pokemon benefited from that. The rain is still here to stay. We have a pretty free Will-O-Wisp into the Celesteela, I think, and a Superpower into Arcanine. Superpower should knock out a offensive Arcanine. A Flare Blitz Snarl kind of indicates more of an offensive Arcanine. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I did not want like Arcanine to protect here. I could have doubled into Arcanine, but I could have Citrus Berry. I want to get the Superpower off. Let's see if this KOs. Bewear! Beware the bear! Alright, so Arcanine goes down. Nice. And Leech Seed is going to be coming up into the Bewear slot. Okay. Which is fine. He is going to get a bunch of recovery off. However, he is burned, which is nice because his Heavy Slamp's not going to be threatening. And nice, we get another Iapapa Berry, which is great. And actually, technically, if we kept getting Iapapa Berries with Trevenant, we could 1v1 him. Since Celesteela has some options, I'm going to guess it's going to do one of the following. It's either going to Leech Seed my Bewear slot, predicting the Vikavolt. It's going to substitute to try and get that free sub up. Or it's going to protect to stall out some Leech Seed recovery. I don't think you target a Trevenant slot no matter what you do. So I'm going to go for the Hammer Arm into the Celesteal slot in case it is sub. The match is actually going to be forfeit, so we're going to take this nice victory guaranteed. Excellent. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. So we're already 1-0. Bewear doing the work that I needed to do, as well as Trevenant. All the members doing fantastic work in the battle. Everything literally went according to plan. As my DS is dying, so I'm going to charge it real quick. Let's see. But yeah, I think that game was pretty nice. We did get everything we wanted. We got rid of the Tapu Koko pretty early. We were able to get the rain up to prevent Arcanine from doing too much damage. Actually, Fluffy and fire type attacks with Flare Blitz, because Fluffy negates, well, it's one, you take 1/2 damage from contact moves, but instead but also the fact that fire type attacks do double damage. Flare Blitz was actually resisted because of the rain factor, so that is extremely nice. But let's see, can we get 2 more wins with the Vikavolt team? We are 18-18 with this team. I was also streaming, don't forget. We actually went undefeated on stream again yesterday, and I don't know what will be happening today, since this video will be going after the stream most likely. So let's see if we can continue into the 1800. Actually, no, I'll probably be viewer battles today. Yeah, I said viewer battles today. So if people wanted a chance to battle me, definitely follow the stream, because I am doing viewer battles on the stream as well. I'm going to try to diversify like the stream and what I do on it, because I want to stream also VGC obviously with Battle Spot and viewer battles, but maybe I'll play some more fun games. Maybe I'll try Pokken. And speaking of Pokken, I'm doing some extra content on the channel. It's going to be side series. We're going to be starting doubles battle spot, singles battle spot, and Pokken tournament, and probably let's play sometime in March, because I really want to do Kid Icarus Uprising, because I think it's like its 5-year anniversary, and I really want to do Kid Icarus Uprising because that's one of my favorite games, and that's kind of the reason why I started this channel, to be honest. But we're going against a 1700 rated player from Japan with a team of Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Arcanine, Garchomp, Kartana, and Mandibuzz. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna hate playing this team. Kartana is a very annoying Pokemon for my rain mode to handle, but the rain mode kind of handles my team, my opponent's team extremely well. I don't know what I want to bring. That's a problem. Do I want to bring the rain mode? To be honest, I kind of don't, because it's not exactly necessary. Actually, wait, the Mandibuzz is probably not Misty Seed, since it cannot carry Misty Seed, so it's probably not going to have a special defense boost. I could knock it out with the Hydro Vortex Scald combination. I actually want to lead Garchomp Vikavolt. Is that a good option, though? Let's go Garchomp, Vikavolt. Pelipper and Trick Room actually does extremely well against my opponent's teams, and Trevenant. No Bewear, unfortunately, but I don't think it's necessary, because if I can get Trick Room up, Pelipper can kind of sweep my opponent's team, which is kind of funny. So let's see if Pelipper can actually sweep. Normally, Pelipper's more of a support option with Tailwind. It does a lot of damage. My computer, for some reason, got unplugged. Okay, there we go. So we're going to see Mandibuzz and Tapu Lele take the field. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I cannot confirm items. Would you be Scarf on this team? To be honest, I'm kind of betting it's not Scarf, because I'm expecting... Oh, it's Psychic Seed, which does the exact same thing as Misty Seed. Okay. So I'm not expecting the Tapu Lele to have a Choice Scarf because he led this. Because if he led this against Rain, I would have had a very threatening Hydro Vortex. So I'm kind of betting it's not. So I'm actually going to Poison Jab the Tapu Lele. Well, he's probably going to protect Tapu Lele, but this is the best play no matter what. And I'll just Thunderbolt the Mandibuzz. Let's see. Tapu Lele will protect, so it isn't Choice Scarf as I predicted. Maybe I should have switched out into my Trevenant. Probably the better play. We Poison Jab. Tailwind is going to come out. How much does Thunderbolt do? That's a big question, though. Gonna get the Thunderbolt, and it will target down this Mandibuzz for... Oh, man, it doesn't even do a third. That's unfortunate. Looks like the Rainbow would have been better in this situation. I would have had the ability to Encore. So let's switch out Garchomp into Trevenant because we're most likely going to see a Moonblast in that slot. Thunderbolts, Mandibuzz, or well, I need damage on the Lele because it'll put it into Hornleech range most likely. So switch Garchomp out, go out into Trevenant. I didn't want to lead Trevenant to try to get Trick Room up because Mandibuzz is a Pokemon that usually carries Taunt. So we're going to see the Moonblast come out and then we'll target down the Trevenant slot. I am worried about a Foul Play double. That's Life Orb Tapu Lele. Oh, good to know. Snarl actually coming out, so this should have knocked out Trevenant. And we're going to be able to hang on. Get our Iapapa Berry back. But that Thunderbolt does a lot less now because of that Snarl, so that is still pretty bad for us. Snarl, that's interesting. I know it's a move that's seen on Mandibuzz sometimes, but I didn't think we would actually see it here. We are able to get another Iapapa Berry, which is pretty good. However, we're not living a Psychic from this Tapu Lele, 100%. So maybe my aim, even though I could knock out Tapu Lele here with an attempt, I could... Well, Mandibuzz is still an issue, that's the problem. I want to get rid of both these Pokemon somehow, but I only have the option to do one. So maybe I can put both these Pokemon into a range of Garchomp. So I'll Thunderbolt the Mandibuzz, trying to put it in range of like a Garchomp Dragon Claw or something. So I'll protect Trevenant because we're probably going to see the Psychic into the Trevenant slot, try to pick up the Knockout Snarl. Yep, that was his best and safe play. So we're going to see the Snarl come out into Vikavolt. We're now -2 and he's +1 special defense. Looks pretty bad here, but it's not exactly the worst thing. Okay. And he should be in the Banded Dragon Claw range if I'm correct. Now Life Orb Psychic will be able to knock out a lot on my team. Do I need Trevenant? Because I think Trick Room would be very valuable here. Maybe I switch out Trevenant, but I don't want to take a Psychic plus Snarl because I don't know Garchomp lives to Life Orb Psychic. I don't think it does. I guess I'll sack Pelipper here since its main job was to get the rain up. And I'll just Thunderbolt the Mandibuzz again. So let's see if this works because the Tapu Lele will take damage. Of course my opponent could always go for the Psychic into Vikavolt, and if that picks up the knockout, I guess that's okay by me. Because Vikavolt's not the most important Pokemon right now. Psychic is going to come out, target down the Trevenant because it couldn't protect. We are going to be brought down to our Focus Sash, and Pelipper unfortunately will probably go down. As, ooh, Roost. Ah, he got me. He got me. Okay. But if we can get a Thunderbolt crit or para here, that would be extremely nice. Yeah. I should have Bug Buzzed the Mandibuzz actually, because it would probably put in the same range anyway. I could go for my own Tailwind, I guess. And Thunderbolt to Tapu Lele. Ah, this is a pretty hard position. I think we lost the game. Because you Tailwind and Psychic the Pelipper, I think. Psychic, yeah, you target Pelipper. I could have protected, but it's not like I get any board positioning. Because you're able to threaten the Pelipper next turn. I have to hope Thunderbolt's able to knock out Tapu Lele for a chance to win. Man, Mandibuzz is pretty good. Mandibuzz is pretty good. I do know that because I have tested Mandibuzz. Alright, Thunderbolt. Shoot. But the weirdness does disappear from the battlefield, so maybe if I can get Trick Room up, this game could be ours. Alright, we get Trevenant up. Let's get a Trick Room. Maybe he hopes that Psychic plus Snarl is able to knock out Trevenant somehow. We did harvest a berry, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. And I will Thunderbolt the Mandibuzz. And again, we're going to try to put it in range of where we can get a Dragon Claw off. Moonblast is going to be coming out, right? It's stronger than Psychic. But we should be able to live. Or not. I thought we would have, to be honest. That's bad. I missed... no. That was not the correct play. Snarl's gonna come out. This Vikavolt, this poor Vikavolt, is that... I don't know, -4, I think. We're going to get the Thunderbolt off into the Mandibuzz, but without a crit, it's not going to be doing much damage. Garchomp will come out. Let's see. What does my opponent have, though? Because we could still bring it back if we get some luck. Coco is in the back. So Dazzling Gleam plus Snarl will probably not knock out my Garchomp, because I do have bulk investment. And if we can crit the Mandibuzz here, we could potentially win the game. So I'm going to go for my Banded Earthquake here, because there's no reason not to click Earthquake. And I will go for the Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, we're not boosting the electric terrain. But let's hope for some big damage onto the Mandibuzz. We're going to see the Dazzling Gleam come out. Is that Sash? That's Sash Coco, isn't it? Gets a crit on Vikavolt. A bit unfortunate. But hopefully we can get the Revenge crit on Mandibuzz. He has Foul Play. He doesn't have Taunt. Alright, we're living that, at least. Rough Skin. Here we go. The Earthquake's gonna come out, but if this is Sash Coco, it's definitely over. I definitely do think it's Sash, because we didn't see a Life Orb. Maybe it's Z-Move. Maybe it's Electrium Z, because it got knocked out. Or maybe it's AV. I could see that too. Thunderbolt. No, we don't get the crit. Let's see what my opponent had in the back. It's going to be that Kartana. Unfortunately, we cannot protect Garchomp, and most likely he is going to get the Beast Boost. So maybe... I'm betting he goes for Roost and the Beast Boost. So I'm going to Bug Buzz the Mandibuzz and hope I can get a crit, and maybe we can win. Because if we crit Mandibuzz, we knock it out, and Kartana might go down to 2 Bug Buzz. Even though, well, if it's AV, it doesn't. So we're going to see the Leaf Blade come out into the Garchomp. Rough Skin. But he is going to get the Beast Boost. I bet it's the Roost. I don't see Snarl here. Maybe Foul Play? No, it's going to be that Roost. Okay, so we need you to crit, Vikavolt. If you're good, crit. Crit the Mandibuzz. And then we have a chance of winning. No, unfortunately, we needed to crit. The reason is now he just goes for like another Snarl. I will play this game out because I do want to see what kind of Kartana this was, because I want to see how much damage the Bug Buzz does and see if we did have a chance to win if we did get that crit. So he's just going to keep going for a Leaf Blade, actually. Even at +1, that still does a lot. And he's just going to keep roosting. Okay. So maybe if we crit the Bug Buzz and then crit the Thunderbolt, we can win? I don't know. Let's see. How much did this Bug Buzz would have done? Oh my lord, Kartana's special defense. That's not Assault Vest. I'm guessing that was Sash. Yeah, but we needed a crit in order to have a chance to win. We need a double crit. But definitely well played by my opponent. I don't like... Okay, maybe I shouldn't have Poison Jab that turn 1. I should have just went for the Dragon Claw into Mandibuzz. And then tried to stall out Trick Room from there. Kind of wish I have Stone Edge though on Garchomp. It would have came in handy in a few battles in this situation that we had. It would have been helpful against the Araquanid when we faced Edu, because that would have been pretty nice. Of course, we are relying on an 80% accurate move, but I think Stone Edge might be better than Brick Break, because I haven't really relied on Brick Break. It was for Kartana and Porygon 2. But maybe I'll switch to Stone Edge after this episode, because I feel like Stone Edge would have helped us a lot, because we could have potentially knocked out the Mandibuzz with the Thunderbolt Stone Edge combination at turn 1. So maybe I'll go Stone Edge instead of Brick Break. Let's see if we can win this last one and get back. I like the nickname Rem from Germany. If you don't know, that's probably a ReZero. I'm hoping that's a ReZero. Alright, so we're going to see Porygon 2, Tapu Lele, Celesteela, Milotic, Arcanine, and Muck. Ooh, I don't know. Muck is such an annoying Pokemon. How do I want to handle this? I mean, we're most likely going to see a lead of Porygon 2, maybe Tapu Lele or Celesteela, because my opponent doesn't exactly have the best rain counters. So, probably Porygon 2 is going to lead, so I'm going to lead... If I lead Bewear, though, I don't have exactly a great switch into Tapu Lele. I could lead Garchomp Pelipper. No, but I need Vikavolt for the Milotic. Wait, do I have Horn Leech? Well, I need Vikavolt for the Celesteela 100%. Let's see. Wanna go Trevenant Bewear? Or Garchomp Vikavolt? Garchomp Vikavolt seems safe, but I think he is going to lead Porygon 2. And if I can get rid of Porygon 2, my Garchomp can kind of just click Banded Earthquake. Well, there's a Celesteela, obviously, but I could always click Banded Earthquake next to Vikavolt. So let's see how this is going to work. Let's see. What will my opponent lead? That's the question. Porygon 2 I'm expecting. Tapu Lele would be an issue. Celesteela would be alright for me. So let's lead Bewear and the Trevenant. Shoot, he did lead Tapu Lele. Okay, I was worried about that. Now the question is, what item is this Tapu Lele carrying? If you lead it, I'm guessing you're not Choice Scarf. Ooh, this is interesting. I don't know if we can live a terrain boosted Psychic. We can't protect Bewear, which is a bit unfortunate. We could try to knock out the Tapu Lele. Maybe you don't Psychic the Bewear slot? I don't know. I'm going to try to pick up the knockout on Tapu Lele turn 1. Maybe you Psychic into Trevenant because you're worried about a Trick Room? It shouted Psyche, so I'm guessing that's going into Trevenant. I don't think Trevenant can live this. It is Psychic Terrain boosted. That's why I didn't want to switch out Bewear, because I thought most likely he would go for the Shadow Psyche. So actually the correct play was to Superpower the Porygon 2, because that would have put it in the range of the Banded Earthquake. Actually no, we're still fine. As long as he doesn't get Trick 'em Up, we're good. Alright, Trevenant goes down, as expected. Return. This should put it in the Banded Earthquake range. Oh yeah, that does half. Nice. Ice Beam gonna come out. Don't freeze me and we're happy. Okay. Garchomp will come in. Click the Banded Earthquake and we go for Superpower in Porygon 2 and hope that we get a double knockout. There is a chance my opponent could bring Arcanine in the situation, but then we hope we get a crit or something. I don't know. This is my best chance to win though. I need to get rid of Porygon 2. So I will go for the Earthquake and the Superpower. We knock out Tapu Lele. If he switches out Porygon 2 into Arcanine, that's his best play. But he loses both his Pokemon, I think, because this is Banded Earthquake. You definitely get knocked out Tapu Lele. Don't know if the Arcanine would. Depends, I guess, if it has like a Healing Berry or if it's physically defensive. But we're just going to see the Protect. Excellent. I'm completely okay with that because we're going to get the Earthquake off. It is Choice Banded. And this should do around 30 to 40% into Porygon 2. Or 25. Oh no, this is physically defensive Porygon 2. No! Why are you physically defensive Porygon 2? I hate this game. Live Garchomp. Oh wait, we do live. We actually did live. Wait, didn't he have a special attack boost? Oh, he got attack boost. That's different than I was expecting, but I'm going to go for the Banded Earthquake because it does knock out both his Pokemon. I think even if Arcanine switches out, the Banded Earthquake should knock out Porygon 2. Okay, we're not out of the game yet. We're not out of the game yet. However, it's still going to be hard. If it's E-Speed Arcanine, we're in a bit of trouble. Oh man, if it's E-Speed Arcanine, we're in a bit of trouble. Alright, so we withdraw Bewear, go out into Vikavolt. No switches from my opponent? Yeah, just go sack both his Pokemon. I'm guessing it's Arcanine and Celesteela in the back? I could have sworn he got the special defense boost, but apparently not. Special attack boost, I mean. Alright, so Porygon 2 is going to go down, as well as the Tapu Lele. Physical defense Porygon 2. Why? Oh well. It would have been better if we knocked out the Porygon 2, but I guess this is still an okay situation. It's going to be annoying to see what he has in the back. Milotic in the back. And Arcanine? Muck. Alright, that's interesting, but you cannot go for Shadow Sneak in Psychic Terrain, I get a very powerful Earthquake plus Thunderbolt. If you protect Muck, I get the knockout on my Golduck with the Earthquake plus Thunderbolt. And if you protect my Golduck, I think Banded Earthquake just knocks out Muck. So I'm going to go for it. And we always have Bewear plus Vikavolt to handle the Muck, so I think we're in a fine position here. That return did a lot. I think I did increase its happiness, but I don't think it's max still. Or you just don't protect at all. I guess you're hoping that you live the Earthquake, or maybe you think... Well, he should know that I'm Choice Banded because of the damage I did to Porygon too. But Muck is going to go down, and we should just win the game unless you freeze me with the Vikavolt. But nope, we're going to see the Scald come out into Garchomp. Alright. Bewear. Alright, so Banded Garchomp really showing his strength. The 199 spread was great. The ability to do a lot of damage with Choice Banded Garchomp. The fact that it's able to live Life Orb Dragon Claw from opposing Garchomp and get its Choice Banded kill on opposing Garchomps 100% of the time, as well as surviving the Rough Skin afterwards. So that is the reason for the 199 Garchomp spread, and it was just a really good anti-meta spread Garchomp. But we are able to go 2-1. I thought we were going to go 1-2 for a second. I kind of hated it because I honestly thought that Ice Beam would have KO'd the Garchomp, but luckily, with our special defense investment, also the fact that he didn't get the special attack boost, which I thought he did, but apparently not. So we were able to take that game, and I was just about to be afraid that Bewear was not getting the KO. I'm surprised. Physical, okay, Porygon 2 is such a nuisance. Even with that Superpower, it only did about 60%, so a testament to how bulky Porygon 2 is. We don't have the max attack investment. However, that's Adamant, base 125, stab, Superpower, and the fact that Porygon 2 only took 60%, that's ridiculous. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. If you want to try out the team, there is always a pay spin down below. Always, if you missed a previous episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles, down below there's a playlist, as well as my social medias. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon. Check me out on those websites, as well as Twitch, especially because that's where I live stream. And yeah, otherwise I also want to say Pokken is being nominated as the 9th game for EVO, so definitely go donate. There's a link in the description. Definitely go vote for Pokken, and it's for a great cause. It's for children with life-threatening diseases, so definitely, well, to help those children. But imagine if we were trying to give money to support those diseases. But anyway, hope everyone enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you around in a see you around in another video.